Morning, everybody. Today we're going to focus on writing our conclusion. You finished your counterclaim. So just to recap, you have done your introduction with your hook, summary and background information of the novel, along with your claim. In your claim is just one sentence with two reasons to support it. And then you kind of broke your claim in half, and your reason one is topic sentence one. And your reason two is topic sentence two for body paragraph one and two. Okay. And you did some lead ins into what's happening before the text evidence. You use transition words to insert text evidence, like saying, for example, so and so states. And then you made sure for each text evidence you had quotation marks and pages in parentheses. And then you did reasoning. You explained how your text evidence supports your topic sentence in each body paragraph, using words like this shows or paints a picture or this proves. And then if you wanted to add on to your argument, you didn't use words like also, you use words like additionally or furthermore. And then maybe your last sentence you said like as a result, kind of like to conclude. And you did that for both body paragraphs. Then, sorry, my cat's meowing. Then you did your counterclaim, okay, which was stating that there is an opposite side to this. However, the rebuttal was like, however, the opposite side is wrong. We're right. We always like to be right about things, right? And then you had text evidence, another piece of text evidence and reasoning to prove why you were right. Okay, now we're back to let's bring all this together. You should kind of sound like a broken record in your conclusion. What I mean by that is like you should sound like you're restating everything you've already said. Okay, restate your connector or hook. So look back at your hook and you're thinking, what's my hook? Your hook was your very first quote to introduce the paper. So mine was, I can't take much more. Johnny spoke my own feelings. I'll kill myself or something. Okay. And then I explained who Johnny was and why that was important. So I want to go back and remember why that quote is important to my whole paper. The fact that he said he'd kill himself. And I'm trying to prove that Johnny didn't kill Bob. So why would I bring up a quote about Johnny saying he would kill himself? Well, I kind of decided to bring that in as my hook if I'm thinking out loud, because Johnny would be willing to kill himself, which is very sad, right? It's very sad. But he doesn't think his life is worthy enough, but he thinks other people's lives are. So that kind of brings me to think like he'd be willing to kill himself, but he would never, ever, ever kill someone else on purpose, out of spite or out of revenge. Like he wouldn't do that because he feels worse about his own life than he does about other people's, even Sosha's. So I kind of want to say that in my conclusion. So I kind of bring up that quote again. I'm not re-quoting it. I'm just saying, like, although Johnny confessed to Pony that he did wish to end his life, he would never intentionally or on purpose harm someone else. Johnny felt his life had no value because of the trauma he faced, right? So I'm kind of like getting at the point that, yeah, he killed Bob, but it was to save someone and himself. It wasn't on purpose. He's a kind of guy who wouldn't quote like hurt a fly. I know that sounds kind of ironic because he did kill someone, but it wasn't intentionally. And that's what I'm trying to get at. So I'm kind of restating the importance of my hook in my intro. You're not re-quoting the very same quote that you found, though. You're just restating the importance of your hook. Okay. Then you're going to restate your claim. What I do here is I usually go all the way back up to my claim, which was the bottom here, copy it, Control C, go back down and paste it, but then reword it. So we want to restate the author and the title of our novel. In S.E. Hinton's novel, The Outsiders, da-da-da-da-da. Like, in S.E. Hinton's novel, The Outsiders, Johnny killed Bob as an act of self-defense because he had PTSD. So those are my two reasons, self-defense, PTSD. And therefore, he shouldn't be held accountable for murder. Okay, so restating my claim with my two reasons. That's the easiest part. Concluding sentence, I find, is the hardest part because you kind of want to, it's called a golden last line. It's kind of like a mic drop. Like, why did I choose to write this? Why is this important? What should be remembered or taken away? So be thinking like, what do I want my reader to take away? Do I want them to think about something and leave them kind of hanging on a cliffhanger of something to think about and be like, wow, I never thought of it this way? Do I want to leave it off with a question, a tough question maybe? So you want to leave a lasting impression on your argument, and you kind of want to leave it open-ended. You're not restating why you're right again. You already did that. You're just kind of saying like, here's what should be remembered. So I said overall, comma, or you could say in conclusion, comma, or you could say whatever transition you want to use. But I said overall, comma, Johnny should be remembered as a hero, not a murderer, who risked his life to help his friend without worrying about how it would affect his life. Okay, there's many ways I could have ended this. I could have ended with bringing the reader back to the letter that he wrote Pony. Not quoting anything from it, but I could leave off with something about staying gold or how Johnny always remembered to watch sunsets, like something about the novel that I want to just leave a lasting golden line. Okay. So that's tricky. And it's something that like you're going to have to figure out how you want to end it on your own. No one can really tell you if that part is right or wrong. It's what you want to leave the reader to be thinking about after they finish your paper. They should be like, wow, I want to go back and reread that because now I'm intrigued again. Okay, so 3 boxes to do today for your conclusion. So do your best. Try to, this is frustrating. Sometimes writing is frustrating, but like try and work through the struggle. It's not easy for everyone. Writing doesn't come easy to good writers either. You have to work at it. So just do your best today, you guys, and really stay focused and reach out if you need help.